Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and today we are playing RimWorld. This is the Toxic Waster series, and here we are staring at our people while they try and sleep. It's a little bit creepy, but Emma felt it. She got up and walked away. Oh, here's Raider, our favorite pawn with the brain scar. Yep. He's our number one researcher, despite having a handicap in the brain. But that's okay. Everything else is going pretty smoothly around here. Randy has been taking it especially easy on us. Let's take a quick look at. Yeah, we had a Manhunter pack, which we easily dispatched. But prior to that, we had a long gap with nothing else going on. The colony wealth is 28k right now and climbing, of course, always climbing despite my best efforts. But we have done a few tricks and tips here. We're putting all the unwanted stuff down here in the stockpile in the water. Makes it rot away a lot quicker there. We do have some underground areas, not much, but we're starting on the mushroom production, which is very important. In fact, I've locked down a lot of our grow zones right now, which you can't see because I've hidden them. But yeah, you can see I've turned off harvesting on some of these. Not the drugs, but some of the other food products because we don't need them. They're just adding to our wealth. We do have a room just for our rats. Of course, nobody can see in there yet because we don't have the closed caption television yet. And in fact, we are working on electricity right now, though, so we're going to get there sooner than you think. But we do have the parrot in a cage, which is incredible. Of course, that pushes back the fog of war, makes us able to see within the range of the parrot, but it can't be situated underneath a roof, so I can't put one, like, for instance, in my prison. But that's no worries, because one day we will get some cameras spread throughout. But you can also see, speaking of the colony here in the future, what we've got kind of planned out, So we've got different areas. Go ahead and check the previous episodes there. You'll see me kind of go over what each area is. And it kind of, you can kind of get the feel for what this is as we go through. But let's see what's been going on. I'm going to get rid of all our current messages, just start fresh for the episode. The war merchant we've already spoken to. You can see there's some silver on the ground. We traded in a bunch of junk. Now we got about 1,200 silver, which is good, but I'd like to trade that away for something. I don't know. Also, we have started drug production, too, on some legitimate drugs like yayo and stuff. Man, oh man, I really need to get up to complex furniture. I should have probably done that first. I always forget about it because it's like situated over here under the vanilla expanded, but he's about halfway done. Maybe I will put a pause on that. I really love to get this, not just for the beds and stuff, but really for the storage devices. Right now, I can only use food baskets and meat hooks. That's what we can't even figure out how to make a shelf right now. That's beyond our capabilities. Well, we can't build shelves even if we don't have the research without wood. So I've got Snuff chopping down some trees now. He is also our Psycaster pawn, as you can see. I'm trying to keep my mind active and remember that he's got water skip. So if we get any fires, we can take care of that. But also we picked up a solar pinhole trainer, so he's got that spell as well, which is one of my favorites, in fact. But I want you to go ahead and renew some of the pinholes that have elapsed. I'm going to try and keep them active here in our most important rooms, which are basically the only rooms we have right now. There we go. We'll get one in the bedroom so everybody can sleep very nicely and under the light of a fallen star. All right, well, good news. Our colonist has returned. Oh my god, why did they drop him so far away? Literally outside the compound. But Hiroshi is back. We sent him off on a quest. I've kind of forgotten what the reward was. That's not important. We got something out of it. Something good. But, oh, you know what? It might have been that solar pinhole I was just talking about. But anyway, so we are at full strength in terms of our people at the moment. We, of course, are a waster-only colony, so we don't accept non-wasters. Now, at some point, we might start messing with genetics and stuff with our own people, at which point that'll be okay. We're not going to kick somebody out after we've manipulated their genes, obviously. But also any children that we have are welcome. But It's been a struggle so far. We got super lucky early on, and we had a couple raids where we picked up Raider and Sun, their newest recruits, of course, both wasters. But man, oh man, since then we haven't seen much action, of course. And speaking of action, I don't think Snuff or Emma is pregnant. Of course, Snuff is a male, so he can't get pregnant. But his wife, Emma, she's had her lung destroyed for God's sakes, but her fertility should be okay. Let's check her fertility level. 100%. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. I have to watch them more closely when they're sleeping. I wonder if the biphasic schedule means they don't get as much time together in bed. Because for one thing, Snuff is a quick sleeper. Tell you what, let's force him to stay in bed with his wife for a little bit longer each night. Maybe that will, have some effect there. We'll see. But also perhaps if we get him a better bed, I don't know if that actually makes any difference whatsoever. But where is everybody at right now? Oh, we got Hiroshi out here. I think, were they doing some meditating? A little bit. Barely got any grass. Oh, my goodness. That's huge. We just got a bulk goods trader. Yes, I would love a slave trader next, but you can't get everything. Now, let's see. We've got a lot of good clothing scraps and stuff to give them. Emma, what are you doing? Cutting stone? All right, she's getting us some granite. That's fine. She's going to have to venture out for that, but this is huge. Let's see. Now, I think Hiroshi, no, might be Raider, who was our best. No. He's got a brain injury. That's right. How's your health? It's hard finding somebody who isn't like injured so much that it's affecting their trading ability. I'll tell you that much. Ah, there we go. So we've got basic furniture now. I am going to push on for the complex furniture, and then we'll get right back onto electricity so I don't mess that up. All right, here is the bulk goods trader. So let's get a good look at what we've got here. I'm not against selling off some of our rice and stuff, if needs be. Yeah, that's decent. It's just, it's going to go bad eventually. But we're only using it to feed our rats pretty much. But we do have a bunch of stuff here I want to get rid of. Basically, the only thing we're using for clothing is human leather. So we've only got a couple pieces of that. Let's just get rid of it all. I did have some elephant leather, a bunch of that. So we made some clothing out of that. But that's not what we want, because our people get a little bonus. Since they're cannibals, if they wear clothing made out of human skin, they get a mood bonus to that. So let's see. Oh, I can definitely sell that junk. I don't know if these guys have anything we really want. I mean, ironwood, not really. Do they have some meat? They do have some elk meat. Small amount of chinchilla. Man, they are really, really pricing that heavy. Let's just go with the elk meat. I don't want to waste any of it. That's going to be a lot of work for Snuff right there. Let's see. Okay, we can probably get rid of some stuff here. No, we're keeping that. Mushrooms I'll get rid of. Steel. I could sell them all our steel. Yeah, we don't need it. I mean, there's tons of it around. I know it's kind of a sacrilege to do that, but at the same time, I got a bunch of rice. Hold on. I just want to get back in the positive, so let's sell them 1,000 rice. There we go. That's decent. Okay, I accept that. That gives us some more silver, obviously. And look at this. We've got some more food out here. Let's get all that moved in. Now, I think I'm going to turn this guy right here back onto harvesting. And most of that is ready to go. So we're instantly going to refill probably about half that. I don't know if we've got 1,000 rice right there in that, but pretty close. No storage space for the chunks. Sorry. That was an accident. All right, we're looking good. Now, I just want to make sure that Snuff... Yeah, I want you to get to work here, bud. He's unloading his inventory. Okay. There he goes. Make the bulk pemmican. We just paid good money for that elk meat, so don't let it go to waste, sir. Oh, yeah. We don't have to worry about food for a while now. We've got about 300 rice there, and of course we got some more mushrooms too, so those are for us specifically. If we had human meat and mushrooms in the pemmican, that would be the ultimate, but Well, now interesting here. We just got a quest for a psychic droner machine there, tuned to the female gender. 2-man hunting alpha beavers will be there. But I'm thinking we might be able to take this on with our 2 shotgunners. I might have to give Hiroshi the shotgun and send him instead of Sun because she's female. But the rewards are not too bad. We could do the psychic shock lance. Also, though, there's the steel tox spear, which is added from the mod, one of my tox weapon mods here. So a polearm tipped with a sharp point for stabbing opponents. A toxic waste canister has been attached near the tip. To be struck by such a weapon is to invite a horrible death. All right, so this is cool. I kind of want to grab this, although we don't really have any melee people to give it to. So honestly, I should go for the shock lance. But I love to see this. And there are also guns, like toxic specific guns, I think, with this mod as well. So that kind of just a little taste of what's to come here with some of our weapons that we'll be using. But, and I hope also that some of those weapons will help us spread toxic waste. I'm hoping for that. But let's do this. I want to accept this, because even if we don't send anybody and we fail it, you know, it's not a huge deal. But let's see where this is at. Although it's got the psychic droner, so we basically have to go, you know. There's no option, really. So I've got everything I need already. We've got the bedrolls and stuff ready to go. Let's just drop off. Oh, look, we get the pods already. Jump to that location. Let's go ahead and give Hiroshi... Yeah, I'm going to try and avoid using it, but it'll be helpful to have, you know, since he's going on the mission. All right, now, where you at, son? All right, drop your weapon. Boom. Now I want you to move over here. Hiroshi, I need you to equip this, please, sir. All right, as soon as he gets this equipped, I'm going to have set up the caravan for this guy. Okay, well, I decided to send Raider, Hiroshi, and Snuff along, too, even though Snuff just has a bow and arrow. I guess I could get him to grab a gun, but it's not that important with the 2 shotguns. I'm just a little worried because Raider's got that brain scar, so he is a little bit slower, but that's not a big concern. So they should be on their way. Let's get things marked. Yep, caravan spot. It's not going to be too long because it's just a quick raiding party. Yep, there they go. Picking up the stuff. Why is there 4 of them? Oh, Emma's just grabbing stone. All right, there's just the 3 of them. Perfect. And hopefully it won't take very long. Let's see. Minor break rest. Oh, major break rest. Of course, I did send them with drugs, too. Of course, of course. And as soon as they enter the zone here, I'm going to have them take some flake, I think, just to give them a little combat edge. But I'm hoping it's just the 2 alpha beavers and not some other mysterious threat. Okay, here it is. There's the psychic droner. I don't know where the animals are at, obviously, because we're dealing with fog of war, so that makes things incredibly tough here. But I can't believe our radius is so low. It's probably because it's nighttime or something. Let's see here. Tempted to do a solar pinhole real quick. Okay, that's not going to help us with the fog of war, though. Let's get them back here, maybe just on the move. Let's just get them moving. Because we're not going to be able to see these guys until they're right on top of us. There's only 2 beavers. We might have to use one of our shock lances. Of course, sending Snuffle. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, the sun just came up a bit. Now we see him. All right, I was going to say, we do have stun here. Let's use that. Nice. All right, guys. Come on. There we go. Whew, thank goodness, man. We really have to worry about fighting at night now, don't we? At least off the map, if we're not in a defensive position. Dang, Raider's so slow. Nice shooting. Nice. Okay, let's go take care of this stupid droner. Okay, there we go. Just about destroyed. There, nice. We actually got some plasteel out of that. I am going to take this stuff. I don't know why I just marked it to be hauled, but I am going to take this stuff, I think, when we leave, just because maybe we can build another plasteel door, and then we'll just trade away the components, although we are actually getting close to electricity. I mean, we're literally working on it here shortly, so I guess I should start thinking about keeping those. Get ourselves a little stockpile of them. No reason not to, except the wealth, obviously, but it's just one. All right, that looks good. That's pretty much it. All right, successful little quest there. I love it. Now let's get back home ASAP so that in case Randy throws a raid at us, good old Son and Emma aren't left alone. Luckily, they do have a couple of pistols, though. And they're back. There we go. Of course, Raider's in the rear, but he's doing okay. Let's see. Okay, so we got ourselves a Psychic Shock Lance out of that. Obviously, that increases the wealth a bit, but it is also something that's just like a temporary boost because once we've used it, it disappears and the wealth along with it disappears. Of course, with something like that, it's going to be with us for at least until the next raid, obviously, because that's when we would potentially use it. Speaking of using stuff here, we need to get this knife assigned to somebody. Emma, do you have anything as a backup? I don't know why it's been dropped, but let's just give it to her as a sidearm. Yep, that's probably something we could trade away too, but it's worth having. Nice little sidearm. All right, everything's back to normal here in the colony. We still don't have anyone to train our rats, but we're doing okay. I think we still got a couple of them still alive. I can keep this door open too, probably. There's no concern there. They're set to a zone as animals, so there we go. You can see I've sterilized most of the males. There's one left here that's still not fully grown, so he's the one who will be initiating the next generation of rats. But once we get a trainer, I'm going to, have quite a bit of quite a few rats, and we'll probably allow them to wander around the colony and stuff. We'll see how it goes, but we're gonna have more. The rats will be integrated a lot more into the colony itself, and they won't just be locked in a dark room all the time. Oh, check it out. Well, there is a tortoise just on the other side of our view. I noticed him wandering in and out of the light, so I'm going to set him to be hunted. Beautiful. There we go. Yeah, we can always use a little bit of meat here and there. If I just keep the small game coming in, if we notice like a monkey or two or a tortoise every once in a while. I feel like I should build another one of these. Oh, look, do we have to refuel this too? Huh. I don't think I've noticed anybody ever coming out here. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just built off a torch model, so that's why it has a fuel, but they turn that off. I'm not sure. Not sure, but it does. What does it say? Yeah, it doesn't require food to function. Does not function at night, as you can tell. Fog of War at night, man. It's almost like the realistic darkness mod is kind of combined in with the Fog of War, which is good. Hopefully the visibility is not terrible, but I think it's okay. After getting rid of that one, everything seems to be doing well. Oh, check this out. We've got 3 anime grass. That's good progress. Well, I hate to do it because I do want to tame some boomaloops at some point, but there's no reason to save them now, so let's do a little hunting here. This could backfire real easy on us. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I just need to get somebody in here real quick. Come grab that. Emma. Come on now. Let's do it. Alright, there she goes. Sneak right out through that fire, and we have just lit the whole jungle on fire. Pretty much. Let's go ahead and grab this other one too. It's kind of a lot of meat, but I think he'll be okay. There we go. I'm going to have to get, I think, Sun to do it, because I don't think either of these 2 jokers will haul for me. Actually, that might be wrong. Let me see. Let me look at you, Sun. Incapable of dumb labor. Get out of here. You 2. Hiroshi, you're the man. Alright, let's get over here and fight this fire, buddy. Alright, and Snuff is butchering the slightly roasted boomaloop carcasses. Very nice, very nice. I wish we can actually watch the spread. It looks like, despite the fog of war, we can see the forest burn, so who knows, maybe Randy will put it out with some rain, but we're looking pretty good. So I realize I probably shouldn't prop these doors open because now all the wild rats that have reverted back to what their wild state are kind of wandering through here, so I'm gonna have to prop this door open again so they can all get outside. But it's not a big concern. You can see we've still got some down here that are tame as well, but they do revert over time back to their wild state. Oh, guys, check it out. We just got a transport pod crash. This could be it. This could be huge. Hans could be a waster with an animal passion. Please keep your fingers crossed, everybody. All right, so he's out here in the fog of war. We don't know anything about him. Let's get Raider. No, I'm just kidding. We'll get Snuff out here. Poor Raider. But let's see. How's he doing? Yeah, he's doing fine. I'm just going to have to force him to come all the way up here. And in the middle of the rain, which, by the way, means Randy did end up putting out the forest fire. But let's check this guy out. He's either going to be a potential colony member or dinner. Oh, so sad. Look at this. Hans, he is dinner. And it's too bad, too, because he's got a double passion in animals. Undergrounder iron-willed. Oh, Randy knows this is the perfect pawn for us, but he's a baseliner. I can't. We will not allow it. Oh my God, what's his background? Okay, if he was natural, I was gonna say, you know what, we're gonna have to bend the rules, but no. Oh my gosh, iron-willed undergrounder, dang. All right, Snuff, time to snuff him out, bud. He's is not meant for this world. Okay, well there he is. Now normally I would let this guy die. He is going to die in 1 hour. We'll see. I'm going to let Snuff try and bring him back to life. If he can save him, we're not going to recruit him, sorry. But I am going to use him for a sacrifice. One of our rituals, we do have a sacrifice, but I don't know if it's going to make it. I want to strip him, actually. I am conscious of the fact that I haven't stripped him and he's probably going to die, but I don't want to interrupt the medical tending just for that reason. Oh, look, I think he might do it. Yeah, good job, Snuff. All right, let's speed it up. Boom. Yeah, only a couple injuries, so. Wow, good job. All right, so we will get him stripped. I'm also going to say from now on, no more medical care, and we'll just give him some raw food, if any. But I don't think, we don't need to wait for him to get fully healed up before we sacrifice him, do we? We just need the altar and stuff? Let's try it. Let's just see what Emma says if I try and do it. Public execution. What does it say? Hans is what? Hans is downed. Okay, so he does need to be at least, like, ambulatory. All right, so I am laying down a table and some stools out here so that our people who meditate can eat at a table right after they're done, instead of standing up, because they're doing that a lot. But I also want to point out the fact, because I'm sure someone might mention it in the comments, but we will receive a slight negative buff to the tree because we've got so much stuff around it, you know. But I just want to point out that there is a maximum that can go. I think it's only 30% off the total that you get the multiplier, and it's not something. It's better to have it protected inside the compound as it is like this, than for me to, you know, choose a map where it's outside and we have to walk, you know, really far, and you know, our people are, you know, under threat every time they're out there meditating. So this is a better setup, even though despite the fact that we will get a little bit of a reduction, and that just means they're going to have to spend more time meditating overall. But I think there's also ways to mitigate that with like nature shrines. I think that these will actually help boost it. I'm not going to worry about building any right now because, again, I'm trying to avoid some of the wealth. And in fact, with that in mind, I probably should not have 4 stools out here since we only have 2 people. But that's some extreme micromanaging right there, but I'm not worried about it. So just wanted to point that out. It's not a big deal for me. And we're still going to get grass, so. Okay, check it out. Hans the animal farmer is no longer incapable of walking. You know what that means, everybody. All right, Emma, let's go to the public execution. Yep, Hans is now selected. It's only 60% because we don't have 10 people, but not much I can do about that. Let's do it. Let's watch this go. A little slower, please. I wish the stars weren't there, but it's whatever. She's talking to the crowd. Satisfying public execution. All right. And of course, now we've got a beautiful body here that Snuff can fully disassemble. can make use of its skin. Oh, look, there's a human leather shirt right there. How nice. That's what you're about to become, Hans, is a shirt. Maybe something else, a hat, who knows. But also the human meat. Oh, yeah, there we go. Big time. So we're looking pretty good, everybody. We just had another successful ritual. Let's see. I think we've got a couple. We've got the satisfying execution. And no, I guess the other one we did recently has already fallen off there. But no worries. Everybody's definitely a lot happier than they are upset about different things. So I'm feeling good about that. Colony is going pretty well, guys. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough so far. Hit that like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. I've been reading all the comments, and I love each and every one of you guys. So I appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next episode.